I'm Rolf Hansen, Chief Executive Officer of the Cancer Association of Namibia. The eApple project was presented to the bank and Bank Windhoek bought into the concept. And initially it was a donation only, and from there the project started growing each year to being one of the biggest fundraising drives in the country, as well as receiving international acclaim even at the World Cancer Congress as one as the 16 most noted and most appreciated and also lauded fundraising events in the cancer fraternity globally. So the eApple project is not only known locally but also internationally acclaimed. And this project raises millions every year for a very good cause. Each and every apple that a Namibian purchases is a donation of hope to a vulnerable and less privileged Namibian who might not have access to screening, who need support through the Patient Financial Assistance Program. And also it really serves as a great vehicle of education where Namibians become involved in understanding the disease, talking about it, and for 1 month just being proactive to fight cancer in our country.
I'm Sister Aina from the Cancer Association and heading the medical department at the Cancer Association. And our biggest role is we've got different programs, and one of them, which is why we are here, is the National Cancer Outreach Program. So we reach out to all the regions in the country providing free cancer screening, which is basically breast and cervical cancer. Firstly, why we concentrate on breast and cervical cancer, it's because these two types of cancers are the most prevalent amongst women in Namibia. We go countrywide, but we now, right now in Zambezi, because HIV and cervical cancer, there's a link between the two. And there's a high prevalence rate of cervical cancer amongst the Zambezi population or communities. So that is also one of the reasons why we're here. So we screen both for ladies for breast cancer and cervical cancer, and prostate cancer for the men.
For the Cancer eApple project, primarily our goal is to raise funding to aid in medical assistance for cancer patients in Namibia. We have found that a lot of these patients do not have adequate financial resources to undergo proper medical treatment. Henceforth, Bank Windhoek, as a connective positive change, bridge this gap to enable patients in Namibia to receive proper treatment towards cancer.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take a swab from the cervix and then we take it back to Windhoek, we analyze it and then send the results back. So if there's any abnormality as well, if there's any infection, if there's any pre-cancer lesions, we make contact with the nurse in charge here at the clinic, and then we see if we will refer you then to Katima Mulilo or you have to come down to Windhoek. That is arrangements that we're also going to do.
We're so used to cancer, then all of a sudden we have this extraordinary disease, a pandemic. We've lost patients, I've lost family members, I've lost friends. And keeping the doors of the Cancer Association open have been a challenge. Not only because of the pandemic, but also programs we've had to cut. Last year we couldn't do the eApple project, last year we couldn't do the National Outreach Program. I think it's really not only just the disease itself, it's also keeping our patients safe, it's also keeping our team members safe, it's trying to be responsible, sustainable, but also keeping on that pace of trying to make a difference. And because the eApple project was not presented during 2020 due to COVID, schools closed and everything was chaos, because the National Outreach Program was not in place. We actually saw a lot of late diagnoses, late staging, so we lost a lot of cancer patients. And even now, as we're busy with the outreach program, you see that people are not coming to the clinics because they're afraid. We see that clinics are only doing severe cases. Okay, so this one, the results of the PSA of the test, control line, like the malaria 1 line to show it's okay. If it's 2 lines, then it's positive. Test, but now you see there's only 1 line, so it's okay. Negative, everything is okay.
So for the ladies, once we finish with the health talk outside or wherever we find ourselves, Then we do the registration. Each lady is then registered individually or separately. You've got your form and then the slide that we use for the smear. When the lady is done, gets into a room for privacy, and then we do a physical breast examination. So when I do a pap smear, which is a cervical investigation, there's an instrument that we use, and then we take a swab from the cervix, apply it on the glass that they get from outside when we register, fix everything on the glass, and then wait for the slide to get dry, pick it up at the end of the day, or when I'm done with the whole screening, I have to wait for my slides to get dry, pick them up, and that's what I send to the lab.
I would safely say that the Cancer Apple project has become such a popular and most important project annually in our calendars as well as for most of the population.
It's not just about CAN and cancer, it's not just about the Apple project. It's about all of us being responsible citizens, taking hands, and if there is a project like the Cancer Apple project, say, where can I chip in to make a difference? I'm privileged, I'm blessed, I'm healthy, I'm financially sound. How can I pay it forward to help someone else in need? It's a humbling experience, and when we take hands, when we try to pay it forward, when we buy those apples this year, know that this is one of those life-teaching lessons to bring us all back and closer, perhaps, to humanity.
The people are aware that there is a cancer out there, and there's a lot of stigma and fear around cancer, so some don't even want to go to the hospital because they feel like, why wake up a sleeping lion? So they rather just stay away. But if Cancer Association comes out, then at least 10 or 20 people come out, and that's fair enough for us.
My name is Precious Saliani Namvula. I'm a teacher at Ngoma Combined School. I'm a pre-primary teacher. For the screening, yes, I'm happy today I got it. When I got the information I came, I also got screened. So I'm happy for that. So I'm only now waiting to see the result. How will the result to be? Yes, I'm happy with it. And I also met my friends outside that they are from here. They also got screened.
So I think the Cancer Apple project has such a unique value chain. All Namibians rally behind this project annually. We do have our branch network in Namibia. We have close to more than 54 branches in Namibia, geographically spread, and all of our staff members play a role in selling apples within their towns and regions. Then we also have the school leg, which is quite exciting, and all schools are then given an opportunity to sell apples and buy apples. Yes, so with the 21 years celebration, we would like to introduce our eApple platform to the public, and basically that platform would enable anyone across the world to contribute and support the Cancer Apple project. We are definitely going to introduce a juice option as well. This juice option has been tested in terms of its nutritional value.
It's amazing when a project has a shelf life that lasts so long. 21 years is truly spectacular. It's the coming of age from a baby infant to a teenager to an adult. 21 years of hope means that there are literally children who were not even born when this project was started. The journey this project has meandered on to impact so many lives, it's a blessing. It's a beautiful story of hope. It's not just selling of apples. It's a story of partnerships of hope. It's a story of people taking hands and making a difference. So definitely for each and every apple sold, to each and every Namibian who has supported in the last 21 years, to each and every Namibian who keeps on supporting, thank you so much. I look forward to the next 21 years of touching lives.
I want to encourage all Namibians to take part in this year's project. With the exciting new addition of the digital platform, you are able to contribute to the Cancer Apple project at any time of the day. in the comfort of your own home. So let's rally together, Namibians, and support the Cancer Apple Project for 2021, because together we can do so much more.